Alright, this is a Lights and Motion Urban 180. So this is kind of an older one. Anyways, so more recently the battery, this is the battery here, hasn't been able to hold a charge. So I got on Amazon and I bought a new one. So this is from the old packaging here that was actually wrapped around. This thing was wrapped around. Oops. It's wrapped around in there. Lithium ion. This particular one right here, it says 3.6 volts. Right, 3.6 volts, and the capacity is 2150 milliamp hours. So the new battery that I got, this is a Panasonic, and this one's, you see here, there's a thing that says made in Japan right here. So Panasonic, make sure it's not made in China. I got this on Amazon for I think about $6. So this one's also 3.6, but the milliamp hour is a little bit higher. This milliamp hour is 2250. So basically 100 milliamp hours higher than the original one. And this is pretty old. This is probably like maybe 5 years or something like that. Funny thing is that I didn't use this thing very much. I probably only used it a couple dozen times, I think, or maybe 3 dozen times, maybe at the most. And it's like already dead. So it could be that that I left it sitting around for too long and it got a low charge. Usually with lithium batteries, it just usually they hold a charge pretty long, for almost a year. But when they drop down to a certain voltage, that's how they die out really easily. So anyway, so I took it off. Obviously it was all wrapped up, so I cut that apart. This is this little circuit thing right here. Like a little tiny circuit board that basically controls how much power goes into your LED. So that thing was actually on the ends here. This thing was actually spot welded on both ends, and you can see where the little dimple is right there. Those are where it was spot welded. So basically, I just took a knife and I just pried it off and broke it off. So some of the tab on it, the extra overhang on the tab, broke off. So that's that's not useful. But anyways, when you take this off, both ends has like a sticker. So so peel it off gently so that you could reuse the sticker. Attach it back onto to this new piece here, and you see little circuit board thing right here where the tape's on there, and that both ends has a new sticker on there, and how it plugs in. So this is the orientation. Always remember how everything's oriented. So this is the front right here. This is what the LED is, the plug, and you see the circuit board here and how much wire there is. It basically it spins over a little bit so that it's kind of off center. If it's completely centered here, it actually gets in the way of the other circuit board that's down right here. So so basically you have to spin it so that's off center like that. This is a little plastic rail mount. So this is goes towards the inside. This is the LED side. And if you're not sure, so this is the front basically where the light is, and this little support here. This is towards the bottom. So basically, it goes in like that. Goes in like that. It's kind of hard to do this with the camera in the way. So the camera's right in my face. Okay, so basically it sits like that, and you see the circuit board. On the battery circuit board it's off center, so it's not in the way of anything, right? So once you have that on, you get to slide this in. There's 2 tabs here that actually clicks on to that little plastic support, so that it prevents it from sliding in or out, right? And from there, this thing also comes with these 2 stickers that actually covered where the tab is. This is what makes it waterproof, okay? So if you don't put these stickers back on, basically it's not going to be watertight anymore. So when you peel it off nice and easy as well. Head on. Oops. Side. Okay. So there's a little metal plate thing here. This is basically a spacer that goes between the LED board right here and the plastic support. So there's a certain orientation to this. You have to get this right. Let me see if I remember right. It's actually, it goes in like that. So if you see where the actually, if you let me actually get a little pointer. Okay, so actually let me use this. So this is a mounting screw right here, where it's like it's partly chopped off right here. You see, that's a mounting screw, and this top one is your mounting screw. Okay, so the top one up here and this bottom one, those are the mounting screws. And these two little holes over here, these are locator pins. So your body here, actually, if you look inside, there's actually two locator pins in here. So you can see that, the two locator pins. There's one right there, and the other one's right there. So those are the locator pins. Okay, so here on this plate, look at it. So these two are the locator pins, and this is the mounting screw. So there's only one mounting screw. The other mounting screw is actually down in this space where my finger is right there. So how this goes, it basically goes like that. It's oriented like that. You can see how the mounting screw lines up. I mean the locating pin lines up, and the mounting screw on the right side where my thumb is, right above my thumb, there lines up. So that's basically how it goes from the back side. So basically you put it in there like that from the back side. So this is the hardest part here, I think, is to keep this. Whoops! I touched this right here. See how bright the thing is. Let me. Oops. There it goes. Okay. Well, okay. Now I'm a little blind, so give me a second for my eyes to adjust. So basically, that's how it mounts on. So that little plate is the trickiest part of this whole thing, I think, of this whole process. So make sure your body here is oriented the proper way. So remember, this is the USB charge port. That's the on-off button. So the on-off button's over here on this side. The charge port is over here on this side. All right. So I just basically slip this on. Hopefully that plate's lined up. Let me see if that plate's lined up or not. Okay. My eyes are still kind of blind right now. Let me see. So I think it's lined up. Shine a flashlight in here. I think it's lined up. Yeah, I think so. Alright. And you have to do it this way. You can't do it. You can't put the battery body onto the metal body before here. Otherwise, it just doesn't fit in. And and you can't put the waterproof tape on it either. So you have to do it the way that I did it. Alright, so that's in. Screw this on right here, put this on just a little bit just to make sure that it's held in place. This one's held in place. Get the other screw. Well, I still can't see out of my eyes. It's still kind of bright. Okay, so the other one's being screwed on. So remember that little plastic tray is it's plastic, so don't screw it too tight, otherwise you'll strip it. Okay, both sides good. So basically that's what it looks like from the inside. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let me see, let me use this light here. So hopefully you guys can see that. So that's basically how it's oriented. Alright, let's see if it works. So it's on. That was the high setting. This is the middle setting, low setting. Flashing, hold it down to turn it off. There it goes. So that's the new battery. Everything's in right. So this is how the reflector goes on. So you look at the reflector. There's actually two locating pins right here. on reflector. So this goes on top. And there's actually, if you look right above where the LED is, there's actually two little right above the LED. There's two little locating holes right there. So that's how it goes in. Goes in there, and when you have it in, it doesn't spin around or anything like that anymore. Alright, so that goes in. Then you put in the O-ring. Alright, O-ring's in. Then the lens itself, I'm not sure which side was the inside and which side was the outside. Let me see, let me look at this thing. So that side is pretty dirty. I think that's the outside. This side is very clean, so I think that's the inside. So I'm going to wipe this just to make sure that it's clean. So you don't want to put in the lens in when it's all dirty, right? So if it's dirty on the inside, you're kind of screwed. You have all that crap in the way. It's best to use a microfiber cloth. I have one somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. So anyways, since I don't have one right on me this second, I'm just gonna use the inside of my T-shirt. So it's clean. The T-shirt's nice and clean. So all right. So this is my clean side. That's the dirty side. So the clean side is gonna go on the inside. Okay. So once it's in, right, it's in there. Then you can put your little locking ring on here. So this locking ring, there's two sides to it. The side that's flat, that's the inside, and the side that has a step, that's towards the outside. And so that's it. You just move this around a little bit to center it on the bottom you want. So that's it right there. Now obviously, to take it out, it's the opposite way. So you take a little tiny little like a little fathead or something, or a small knife. You just basically stick it in where the split is, and you just kind of pry it out. Like right in here, you just kind of pry it out. And that's how you pry out this little split ring. And from there, you just basically with your finger or maybe the tip of the knife or the screwdriver, you just get the lens off, then an O-ring, and obviously those two screws. And basically, that's it. That's the battery replacement on the Lights in Motion Urban. This particular one is a 180. As far as the newer ones, I'm not sure what voltage the newer ones with the higher lumens goes. It might be the same one. I mean, because batteries are, even though this is a lithium-ion batteries, this is a one cell 3.6 volts. They're pretty much, as far as I know, they're still pretty much the same. It might be 3.7 or something like that, but it's still, a single cell lithium-ion it's based on that voltage 3.6, 3.7. So that doesn't change, and the dimensions doesn't change. That's kind of a standard, standard size. It's just like AA batteries, AAAs, or D size, or whatever, right? It's the dimensions, everything's the same. So my guess with the newer ones is that the circuit board inside and the LED itself is just more efficient, and it's able to be brighter than this older one. Like I said, this one is easily 5 years old, roughly, maybe more. So that's it. So I'm gonna charge this up, and hopefully it holds a charge. So the old one, how I was able to tell that it wasn't able to hold a charge, while you charge it, when you plug it in, this thing lights up. While it's being charged, it blinks, and when it's finished charge, it stays on. Actually, when it finished charge, it turns off. So mine, it never turned off. It blinked, then it's whatever, it's full charge, and this light just stayed on. And I believe it was red, but I'm colorblind, so I can't tell if it's red or green. But I believe it was red, and it just stayed red. And when I had it like that, I could use it for a very short period of time, maybe I would say less than half an hour, I think. And it would just it would it would turn off by itself because it just died out. So there you have it. That's your new battery. So hopefully this will last another, this battery will last a little bit longer, or another 5 years or so. I don't really use it often anyways. So thank you for watching.